It's supposed to work well. We'll see. I don't think it'll block out the music, but it's supposed to be a nice and clear mic so you guys can at least hear me. So we're gonna work from here and see how it goes. All right, let's go. See some plates stacked up and on. I don't know if I'm even gonna know if it's working or not until you guys get in here. So we'll see. Hopefully it works really well. Happy Tuesday, Saray. How's the microphone, Saray? Is it good? I just got this microphone brand new. This is literally out of the box. So hopefully it's well. But I tested it, but I didn't get a lot of testing done with it tonight because I kind of had to use it. So hey, what's up, Venom? Welcome. Appreciate becoming a member. What's up, big dog? I'm glad. Yeah, this mic's supposed to be super clear. So it's supposed to be a professional mic. Oh, that's pretty cool, Grandma, too. I appreciate it, Venom, and hopefully your day continuously gets better. Yeah, so usually I'm operating from the phone microphone, right? And since we're going to be here more often with the music in the background, it just didn't make sense for me to continue not using a microphone. And because it's hard to hear me. I watch the videos back from time to time. It always seems hard to hear me, so. I don't actually know that there's a way for me to dial it down. I was going to originally place it lower on my chest. We'll work on placement. But I was going to place it lower on my chest, but we're on the bench. That's going to be difficult. So maybe after we're done with the bench, we move it down to like a low pectoral area. But I don't want the bar to crush it. So. We'll work on it. We'll work on the logistics for sure. Yeah. I'm sure it's picking up some of the music in the background. But, that's okay. We're here anyways. All right, let's just grab a triple here. All right. Yeah, it's all a process. It's all a process for sure. But I am glad to have a microphone again. My last microphone got washed. It was like washed in the washer. Something happened to it. It broke. I can't remember exactly what happened to it, to be honest. It was a nice microphone. But it got broken, and I couldn't find the exact same one. So, but that one I didn't like that much. It was okay. What's up, Josh? How's it going? Solid work, Venom. Solid work. That's a lot of push-ups, man. That's a lot of push-ups we doing every day. How you doing, Josh? Hopefully very well. I assume very well, Josh. I assume very well. Happy Tuesday, Daniel. All right, let's grab this. Oh yeah, it's that time. We didn't get any Fairlife tonight, which is unfortunate. We did end up with some Kroger brand whole milk, a quart. So Yeah, isn't it though? Isn't it though, Saray? So, the tripod, to be fair, Saray, was partially my fault. Partially my fault. I did get the exact same tripod. So, Carb Master? What is that, the tortillas? Is that or is it the bread? That's the bread, right? I do like Kroger. So, the thing about Kroger, right, is Kroger's super hit or miss. Like, either Kroger has, like, the absolute best deals, not going to beat it at any other grocery store, or it's, like, absurdly expensive for some reason. Like, there's no in between. So, you have to know what you're going to shop for when you go to Kroger. Like, if I'm going, like, actual food shopping, I'll go to Kroger. But if I'm going for, like, specific things, there's some things at Kroger that are, like, 3 times what you'd expect them to cost. Like, meats are expensive at Kroger, but most, like, pantry items are pretty cheap. So, good Lord, Venom. Yeah, that's a lot going on. Nice, Robert. I'm glad you like the shirt. I'm glad you like the shirt. That's awesome. I appreciate your support. I do know what you're talking about, Josh. So steak and eggs, by the way. So I loved both of those items individually. So I love steak, I love eggs, obviously, and milk for sure. But steak and eggs is something I only recently started to enjoy together. I don't know why. For the longest time, I didn't like combining them on a plate. It just wasn't a great meal. As far like for me, I didn't like it that much. But I have started to appreciate the greatness that is a steak and an egg on the same plate. Very happy about that. Now I need to have some whole grain toast or something with it, like a nice light carbohydrate to go with it. Like that rounds it out, you know. So, but I have started to appreciate the idea of having steak and eggs for breakfast. It's a solid breakfast for sure. Great fats, great proteins, tasty. So, whoa. Oh, that's awesome, Robert. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that was helpful. No, I couldn't get into brie, Venom. I never got into brie cheese. I really wanted to like brie cheese. So at one point I was buying brie, even though I didn't like brie. All right. Because I was like, it's going to be good this time. And I knew how to eat it, right? I know there's like specific ways to eat it. I looked up all of the stuff on how to eat it properly, what to put it on, what to combine it with, how to eat it, like make sure I was doing things right. And I couldn't make brie taste good. I tried it multiple times. Life's on you. Music's on us. Steal the music. What's up, Martin? Welcome back. Ribeye is my go-to steak. Ribeye is the best, like normal human cut of steak, right? Like obviously, if you've got the money for it and you want to do like Wagyu every day, that fat content is delicious, but you're getting less protein on your cut. But as far as like a nice fatty, delicious steak, ribeye is my go-to. So today we're going to be implementing the chest machine. We're going to be going heavy on that. So we're going to do a drop set on this today. We're not going to do a ton of bench work. I might do one more heavier set. I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep last night, so I'm awake. I took some pre-workout. I feel fine, but I definitely feel spent. So, but I like ribeye. I'll take So ribeye is an interesting cut, right? So the reason why I say that is because ribeye is really, really good if it's the right thickness, right? You don't want it too thick. Like you're like, oh, Chris, that's backwards. You want a thick ribeye. I want a thick ribeye. But ribeyes tend to cook better when they're like I would want a strip steak thicker than I would want a ribeye, right? If a ribeye's too thick, it starts to not absorb all of that like great fatty goodness as much, right? It feels like less juicy. To me, strip steak's nice and thick. You get a nice rare, mid rare on it. But a ribeye, I want it not thin, but I want it like less than a strip. Let's do a quick drop to 225. And then we'll go do heavy chest press on the chest press machine tonight for the giggles because we can. I'm going to try and get better sleep tonight, guys. We're going to have a shorter stream tonight. I'm going to kind of move through things a little bit quicker because I do need to get more sleep so we can continue to progress our numbers. Otherwise, we're going to start seeing very tired Chris very consistently if I don't start sleeping properly again. I have my own reasons for why I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping enough right now. Can't really go into that stuff. It's not that I'm having poor sleep or that I'm having issues or anything like that. Everything's going really, really well, actually. I'm just extraordinarily busy at the moment. I drink 1.5 gallons of milk a day typically. My weight gain's going well, MM. And you don't have to gain weight to lift more MM or MM. It does help though. Perspective. Let me guess. You got jumped at work again? Yeah, 1.5 gallons a day. I think MM was joking about the 2 gallons of milk a day, but I drink 1.5 gallons a day. Mind you guys, I drink between 1 quart and 1.5 liters during my workout. Like that is my workout milk back there. So, what's up, Max? Welcome back. All right, we're gonna just hit 225 for a quick 7. Some nice lightweight work. Nothing super heavy. We're gonna do it with some Larson. So we're gonna do a Larson set of 7 to finish out the bench sets for the night, and then we're gonna go do some chest press to round out the chest work for the night since I'm feeling a little tired. Take it easy, you know. I am always tired right now, Mark. I wish I could explain to you guys why I'm always tired right now. I can't. I legitimately, I can't go into it. Nothing bad at all, Mark. It's just, there's no way for me to explain it. So I'm going to be tired for that time, for length of time that I told you guys. I'm going to be tired. So I can't talk about it too much. So I won't talk about it too much. That's the best way to say it. If I could or wanted to, I would. That's not what it is, Mark. It actually is not lifting related, believe it or not. Can't do it, Jay. Can't do it. Here's the thing. If there's ever a point when I tell you they're including me to make super soldiers, if only, right? If only. It's just not smart for me to talk about it. That's all it is. It's nothing bad. It's actually really no. It's actually great, Josh. I can't discuss it at the moment. Just know that I'm a lot more busy than I normally am for the next few months, and I'm very busy physically. So I'm up a lot earlier, and I go to sleep a lot later. So there may be some changes coming to the streaming schedule at some point because of this for the short term. That won't be something that lasts, but it's something I'm going to have to do for a couple weeks. So is that what it is, Josh? Yeah, if only, man. Like I said, it's not lifting related. I'm not hiding it or anything like that. If it was lifting related, I would tell you guys about it if I could, but it's not lifting related. If only, Josh. If only it was that cool, right? So honestly, guys, you guys aren't gonna be able to guess what it is, and even if you did guess it correctly, I can't go into details on it anyways. So I would be very surprised if anybody was able to guess it, and even then, I couldn't talk about it. It's not another baby. I will be having no more children. I'm good with my 3. It's not something to hype up, guys. It's something I won't ever talk about, honestly. At least not for the ever. Honestly, it's just something I can't talk about. I just want to let you guys know I do have a legitimate reason why I seem tired all the time. It's something that will pass over the next week or two, and you guys will never know that. You guys will just start seeing me be awake again. Give me a couple weeks. This will pass, and you guys will never know the difference. You gotta hang with me for a moment while I get through these next couple weeks. No, Josh, no. No, nothing new. Don't worry, guys. But I have well, Mark, if I was to limit myself to 3 cups of coffee, I would be cutting back quite substantially. I had 2 cups of coffee before 10 o'clock this morning. And then I had a nice little pre-workout / energy drink, like a rain around lunchtime. And then my pre-workout just about an hour, not even an hour ago. So yeah, 3 cups is way too little. I drink. So, Mark, I usually drink a cup of coffee in the morning, a cup when I get home from work, a cup at night, usually post-workout if I get the opportunity. So 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day is average for me. 2 shots of pre-workout, typically. That's about my typical day. 2 shots of pre-workout and 3 cups of coffee. That's been the last 3 years. So, well, the recommended amount is, I'm not quitting YouTube, Jay. I would let you guys know if I was quitting YouTube, I promise. So guys, believe it or not, I have cut my pre-workout back substantially. So at one point I was using a 300 milligram pre-workout. So each shot was 300 milligrams. I'm actually cut back to one that's like 150 per shot. So it's actually a pretty light pre-workout. I'm just gonna get my sleep down, guys. don't know who said that, Jay. That's not something that's happening. We actually haven't made a deadlift PR attempt in a while, Robert. We should soon. Probably not tonight, but we will soon. It's been a minute since we've tried one. But tonight we're going to have a short stream. I'm going to get some rest. And I plan on tomorrow streaming around 7 o'clock. So I'm going to stream a little earlier in the day when I'm a little bit more energetic. And mind you guys, it's almost 10 o'clock. So I normally wake up at 6 right now, which is actually about 4 or 5 hours earlier than my previous schedule. So that's the sleep loss that I'm working with right now. It's about 4 hours less than normal for me. So my body has had trouble, I wouldn't say trouble adjusting, but it's not adjusting well. Maybe, what are we talking about? The microphone? I'm not sure exactly what we're talking about with the microphone here. The microphone is really nice. I don't know the brand though. So we've done a little bit more than 4 on this before, Robert. We weren't tired that day. The gym probably has one somewhere. I think it's just the music in the background, Josh. It's like, I don't know if the music's coming through the microphone very much. What's up, Jamal? I would let you guys know if I did. All right. Well, I'm glad you're back, Robert. I'm glad you're back. Oh. All right, let's stack some more weight. I've got some chest press right now, Jamal. We're gonna do curls after this, probably preacher curls. I think that's what my brain's telling me to do. I'm hoping I get like a solid 7 hours of sleep tonight. Would be top tier. Full body 6 days, yes, Josh. Full body 6 days. Always, Robert. All right, let's grab this. Oh, felt good. That got everything pumping. No update yet, Saray. It won't be till later this year, regardless. Like I said, about 2 more weeks. I don't even know if it's gonna be 2 more weeks. About 10 more days, and I'll be hopefully by that point on a very normal schedule again. So, and then I'll be able to do things like that. But right now, I am taxed. Right now, I am taxed. There's that other preacher curl in here. Let's use that one. We ain't gonna move very far. You know, Robert, if it'd be cool, I would definitely do a collab with Tennyson. I have a feeling it would be a tough sell for me, but I would be 100% down for it. He's got a few million now subscribers, right? He's doing well. His content's super entertaining. So. Oh. We're gonna do a full stack because we can. You have a question, Johnny? What's the question? Is it a good question? Is the question. Is it a good question? You know that thing where they say there's no bad questions? I disagree wholeheartedly. No. I know. I'm more than happy to try to answer a question. Acutely, Johnny, yes. You'll probably feel more taxed coming back for the first couple of days. Anytime you skip more than like 2 or 3 days, you're probably going to have 2 or 3 days of recovery time before you feel 100%. That's what I've noticed. For some people, it's a little quicker. For some people, it takes longer. But for me, so I would say the worst I ever had it was when the last time I traveled over to the West Coast. I was in Oregon for a little while, for like a week, and I worked out like 3 times that week, but I had like a 4-day stretch where I didn't work out, and I got the flu when I was on the airplane. And that 4 days combined with the flu, I had just hit 350 for the first time or something around there. I don't know if it was 350, but I lost 50 pounds on my bench. 300 was a struggle rep coming back that first day, and then it took about 2 weeks for me to start moving the same weight I was moving prior, and then probably about a month before I was comfortable doing it without a spotter. So, but 3 days, if you're not sick, I would say 2 to 3 days of recovery time to get back to normal on average. I'm glad I can help. So I do my own. Anytime you guys see a video edited together, I do it myself. At one point, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. This is going to be interesting. This preacher curl machine seems questionably heavy. Maybe I'm too far out. I don't remember it being this heavy the last time. Maybe I'm too far out. Maybe that was me. All right, let's get it. Is that it? Is it just how far it goes? It didn't, like, it wasn't heavy. It just didn't go. Hold on. Am I crazy? That's about how far, I guess that's the full extension, guys. Like, right there. So it's not me. It's the machine, right? I mean, it probably goes further. I guess it can come back here, but it goes up overhead. So I guess here is like the range. because that's like full, like pulling any further back and it takes tension off my bicep. Okay, so it's not me. Maybe if I raise my seat a little bit. This is an old machine, but it doesn't feel that heavy. It just feels like it doesn't want to go further than that point. That was really weird. I appreciate you being here. What's up, Tyler? I'm okay, bro. I promise. I'm okay. That's just as far as it goes, guys. Hold on. I'm not crazy. It doesn't feel heavy. It's just when it gets to this point, it just stops. I kind of don't like it. I can get it there if I like squeeze it. I do what I want. I'll be on the phone. Let's switch to the other preacher curl. I remember this one not being super fun last time, and I don't know if that's what it was. I remember not liking this machine last time, and maybe that's why. I'll have to look back at the video and see if we ran into the same issue. Because it doesn't feel heavy. It feels really light. It just stops moving. It doesn't let you get your hands all the way back like you expect on a preacher curl. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. It's an old machine. That machine is probably older than me. If not, it's at least my age. Ah. 5 years I've been working out. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm not looking for advice. I appreciate it though. Babe, I appreciate it though. Everything's going well on my end of the world, Ape. I'm okay, Johnny. I appreciate it though. Yeah, we're powerlifting here. I'm all good. I don't need it, Johnny. I appreciate the concern though. Full stack on this as well. So some more videos. So I'll be announced. So like I said earlier, Josh, I actually do have a plan to change the video and content schedule up a little bit so we can do some other stuff. Right now with how busy we are with the streams, it's impossible for me to do that because the streams basically take up all of my free time. I go home, I eat, and I come back out and I stream. So the streams basically absorb all of my free time. So I am going to be changing the schedule a little bit. Powerlifting is definitely more fun, at least in my book, Jamal. Teach their own, though. All right, so that full stack felt pretty good for 7. My rep ranges stay under 7, Johnny, universally. I like when I'm increasing my bench press actively and like looking for strength gains and not maintaining for like meets or something like that, I typically do sets of 7 to warm up, and then I do triples and doubles until I reach about 85% of my current PR or whatever I'm comfortable at. And then once every week or once every other week, I go to 100% of my PR or try for a new PR, depending on how I feel that week. If I'm tired, I may not, things along those lines. But that's my typical go-to. And then I like to add in weighted dips. Weighted dips have always been an item to help me break plateaus. Those are my go-tos. Weighted dips have always been a big item for me to break plateaus in my bench. They're just amazing. All right, so here's the gist of the sauna, right? So people view the sauna as like this like must-have item for their routine. I never use a sauna personally. Saunas can do a couple of things. Number one, saunas can relieve stress and help with inflammation slightly, very slight. It's not significant with the inflammation thing. Just like heating any muscle. Promotes blood flow to the muscle, can help it heal, right? Heat helps heal. Now, the caveat to that is it's very slight when it comes to the sauna. Mostly what you're doing with the sauna is you're sweating, right? You're not even detoxing necessarily. Like you do definitely secrete certain things when you sweat. But the only time I would ever even consider a sauna is if I was trying to make weight for something. As soon as you drink water, you rehydrate yourself. You're basically reversing everything you did with the sauna. That's significant, in my opinion. Saunas are not bad, but I don't view them as like a must-have for everybody. If you like it, if it relaxes you, it can be beneficial. If you don't like the sauna, but you're doing it specifically for whatever purpose you've heard it's good for, like muscle recovery and stuff like that, it's very mild, the effect. I drink, depends on the day. Right now, I'm probably closing in on 2.5 to 3 liters a day. Normally, it's 2 liters though. So let's say about 3 liters right now, because I'm in the sun a little bit more right now doing some activities. But normally 2 liters. 2 liters of water a day, because I drink a lot of milk, and milk is hydrating as well. So this actually has wrist rotation here, right? So I can do this hammer curl style. I just don't like it very much. Chipotle is one of the exceptions. Like, so Chipotle, when I'm on vacation, is my go-to food item if I don't have a way to cook. Like if I'm on the road or something, Chipotle is where I can stop, right? Almost universally. They have options that fit in diet if I pick very specifically, which is usually a brown rice bowl with the grilled chicken, shredded cheese, and that's the whole bowl. Sometimes pintos, but that's the whole bowl, no sauces. Sometimes they'll have some sour cream or some queso, but it's very rare. But generally, brown rice, chicken, maybe pintos, shredded cheese, and that's my go-to bowl when I'm on vacation for Chipotle. Not on this machine is what I should have said. It rotates, but I don't like it on this machine very much. All right, let's grab this. We'll try it. Let's try it. All right. I don't know if I've done the full stack hammer curl in this yet. But let's try this hammer curl position again. We've only ever tried it once or twice, so maybe I'm too quick to judge, right? You see how my wrist flexion, like it's like my wrist sits like this because of the angle. Like I have to reach down into it because like this isn't even, like this curves in here. So my fingers want to push down into it. And if I go too low, the angling is weird. So let's go right here. It feels awful, but that was 2. We're going to finish it out. Oh, that's awful. That feels terrible. 2 more. It does suck for hammer curls, but we're already too deep. We already said we were going to do it. We got 2 more of these. My wrist hates what I'm doing to myself right now. It is extremely awkward. But I'm a man of my word, right? So we're going to do 1 more of these. Probably should have dropped the weight for this, but, you know, then would we be full stacking it? Obviously not. That was awful. I don't know why I let myself be talked into that. It's not. It has the option, Saray, but it's an option that probably is seldom used. Not gonna do a mullet. Not gonna do a mullet. I'm already taking some getting used to with the mustache. I'm gonna be honest. Not my usual go-to, the mustache, but I've so far it's been good. The mustache, no complaints. Let's go $150 to warm up. I can't remember how heavy this machine actually feels, so we're gonna start with 150. Creatine is a natural supplement. All I take is creatine and pre-workout. That's it. That's it. I did add whey protein again, so I am taking a protein shake again during the bulk. So that's just because the protein was on sale, and it's food, so it's cheap protein. It's not cheap protein, but it's cheap source of protein powder. But it's a whey. It's just whey protein. Chocolate flavor, guys. Delicious. All right, $170 for the second set, guys. Whew. Yeah, I plan on staying natural. I plan on always staying natural. It just feels good. Natural is the way to be. Natural is the way to be. I like my protein shake. So, God, see what I'm talking about, guys, with the tired. I know that I'm still moving weight, but everything feels twice as arduous. Everything feels like I found that when I'm tired, I can still move similar amounts of weight, with the exception of, your big compounds, right? But I found that everything feels heavier, although it moves. So that's not a good sign that you feel like you're going to get a hernia every time you do this. Maybe once. You might want to check on that a little bit. Sleep is important. So trust me, if this wasn't, if the thing that I'm referring to wasn't as important as it is to me and my family, then I would definitely be sleeping more. But that's also part of why we're changing the stream schedule, guys. So I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown here in a second. Let me get this third set in of what the changes to expect are. And these aren't set in stone. I'm gonna debate it over the next 3 or 4 days, because we're gonna start whatever we're gonna start next week. So, all right, let's grab this. All right. So we did break 180 truth. Yes, we did. We did get sick. We went to like 179.5, but we're probably about like 180.2, 181, somewhere in there right now, around that, when we're not dry. So what was I talking about? Guys, I lost track what I'm talking about. Oh, we're gonna do rows. So yeah, stream schedule changes, right? So the primary things. I don't know my test levels. I don't get my test tested. Does that make sense? I've never had a reason to get my test tested. So. Full body 6 days a week. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we're talking about the stream schedule. Let me get back on track. My brain is not braining. I keep getting distracted. So, my stream schedule. So, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are key days, right? Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I will probably not stream, right? We will have a long form content video on Mondays that is either something like lifestyle, like what I do during the day to prep for workouts, or it'll be a cooking video, meal prepping, something related, right? There'll be a long form video. Tuesdays, same deal. There'll be something long form. I plan on maybe doing like exercise routines or like tip videos. And then at some point I want to do like subscriber highlights on Wednesdays, and like maybe like lifting news for like powerlifting news and like bodybuilding and like what's going on in that world once a week. Those 3 days, right? And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we will stream. Those will be our streaming days. That is the plan right now. So I can get some variation in content. Look, I like my lifting content, Josh. Well, I have definitely done some gym ASMR, like silly videos in the past. They definitely get some views. Not my kind of content. As a joke here and there, I'll do it, but I can't get into it as an actual channel regular item, right? But it's just I wouldn't have that much stuff to do. Like, I don't know. That would take practice. So I'll let you know, Josh. I'll keep it in mind, and I'll definitely credit you I'll put you in the credits if I decide to go that route. But that's my plan for the streaming schedule. It shows you got motivated. Maybe I'll try one, Josh. Maybe I'll try one. What's up? What's up? How's it going? I'm glad you're back in it. If you're getting your full workout in, sometimes if you feel like you can do a little bit more, sure, but you also have that potential of like overspending, right? And then you mess up tomorrow's workout. Progress it slowly, add one extra exercise or one extra set and see if that does the trick. If not, add a second one. But I wouldn't do it too quickly, because you could overtrain yourself and not even realize it until the next day when you go to do your other workout, and all of a sudden you feel like trash, so that sounds awful, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't do handstands. No upside down for me. You got him right. Knock your back out. I'm okay, Mike. I appreciate it, though. I'm not looking for advice. Thanks. I appreciate the thought, though. I appreciate the thought. That's unfortunate, Mark. Okay, so here's my true thoughts on calisthenics. You guys know that I do calisthenics from time to time. So calisthenics number one, will only take you so far, right? Calisthenics are only going to be really, really good at making you really, really good at calisthenics. Now, functionally, calisthenics can be helpful. They can help with general health. Calisthenics are not a bad exercise. They're not a bad fitness routine. But if your goal is to lift heavy on the bench, push-ups aren't going to get you there, right? So I love calisthenics, but not my gig. God bless. So believe it or not, those gymnasts are not just doing, okay, so there's difference between like your standard calisthenics and like gymnasts, right? Also, you can look jacked, all right? A lot of those gymnasts, if you go and you look at like their stats, they weigh like 150 pounds, they're usually pretty small framed. Large framed males aren't usually naturally gifted at gymnast movements, right? They're usually smaller framed, so they can pack a lot more muscle and without getting super heavy, and they can look jacked, but still at a lighter body weight that allows them to toss their weight around pretty easily. Being too heavy can be detrimental.
Oh,
170 is so I usually right now I'm like 178 or 178 180ish. You guys, I posted in the Discord like 179 and a half when I took that picture, but I'm around 180ish right now. And I've competed in the 165 and then the 175 category for the last 3-4 years. So that is my comfortable body weight. We're going into an uncomfortable body weight, and we're going to see how it goes. So, what's up, Eric? I feel like you're late. All right. Deciding which messages to show and which ones not to show. David, what's up? Man, long time no see. I thought you'd abandoned us, David. I thought you'd abandoned us. It's a shrow, Eric. It's a shrow. All right, shrug row. It is a short range row, mostly because I was too lazy to lower the bar. Let's get some shoulders. Fair enough, David. I'm just glad you're here. What makes my body weight uncomfortable now? So I'm not saying my body weight is uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable territory. So I've made pretty steady gains in all of my categories while maintaining that body weight. Slight increases in weight and slight decreases in weight. But this is a very quick gain that I'm looking to do. So it's a very quick bulk that we're doing right now. Like I said, we're going to be 200 plus by the end of the year. Probably a lot sooner than that. And that's an uncomfortable rate of gain for anybody. That's a lot of body mass to add on. And obviously, when you're putting on that much body mass, no matter how clean your diet is, a portion of that is going to be body fat. So, it's one of those things of like, you have to be mindful that at some point you're going to have to cut it a little bit. But which is not my usual gig. Oh, didn't we already talk about the fact we had decided that Mark was what? He's 5'1". Isn't that 5'1"? Can't remember what we said his bicep measurement was, but I think we pretty much had decided at some point that he was 5'1", right? Or was it 4'7"? Somewhere in there. You know, Eric, I haven't done a bicep measurement. What? You know, we should at some point, right? We're going to assume 35 inches, but one day in the near future, we'll make time for that. All right. Exactly, Josh. 25-inch arms each. I did a forearm measurement about 7.5 seconds ago. And forearms are actually 22 inches. So I did it off camera. I didn't want to embarrass anybody. So I actually ran out of measuring tape while doing my chest measurement. And I was using one of the industrial ones they use for like work sites. So I measure the length of buildings. So it's crazy. All right, let's grab it. Two more. So 3 plates? Not bad. We got one more. Oh. No, we're doing 3 sets of 7 there, Mark. We did short sets on a lot of stuff today. Yeah, so it says there on the machine it's like a standard 407 pounds or something. No, it's a standard like 10. It's a standard 10 pounds. It's not a lot. I usually count machines. I mean, deadlift, yes, Dust Johnson, we can deadlift for sure. It just depends on the lift you're talking about, Dust Johnson. That's not quite how you ask those kind of things, Dust Johnson. Yeah. There's a lot of equipment on this wall, I'm gonna be honest. We have done strict 135 though, Johnny. We've done strict 135 and 145. I don't know that we've ever tried heavier than that. I know we've done barbell curl up to 165, but cheek curls are top tier. 100%, David. That was actually yesterday that Martin got his official mod spot, David. Ugh. He's been the unofficial mod, you know. So now he's one of the officials. Ugh. What is going on? You don't want that. You don't want that smoke, Tyler. I'm gonna be honest. So if you're concerned about putting on a lot of body fat during your bulk, you could always switch to a leaner bulk, something that's really, really dense in protein content, reduce your carbohydrates down a little bit. But the name of the game when it comes to bulking, guys, is you're going to put on weight, body fat, muscle mass. I mean, you're going to put on weight both ways, right? Get where you want to be. Actually, maybe get 5 pounds heavier than you want to be and then cut, right? And the cut is what makes it worth it. Yes, bulking, you feel puffy, you look puffy, things like that. But when you do get to where you want to be and you can revert back to that leaner body mass, but 10, 20 pounds heavier than you were before, you'll feel good. It's a process, but it's wintertime. Wintertime is bulky time, right? So I don't know, MM. It's okay. You can weigh whatever you want to weigh as a grown man. That's your prerogative. How much do you bench, MM? What's your bench PR, MM? And how much do you weigh, MM? I'm just trying to get some ratios here, because right now I'm sub 200. You've got me by a couple pounds on the bench. So I've got a 365 bench, and I set that originally at like 167 pounds. So I'm going to say that that's okay to be under 200 pounds. In fact, all of my powerlifting gold medals were set under 200 pounds. I believe in you, Johnny. As long as you can overhead press your wife. That's all that matters. Might be time to cut and then start your bulk back up, goat. You should remove all your mirrors from the house, Anonymous, until after the bulk. So, Anonymous, realize that like you see yourself considerably more judgmentally than other people do. So if you feel like you look a little puffy, you probably don't look that puffy. If you feel like you look really puffy, then you probably look a little puffy, right? So you're always going to judge yourself a little harder than everybody else. If you're plateauing on the bench, Jamie, then heavy dips is my go-to. Also, depending on your rep ranges, I don't do anything over 7 reps with doubles and triples mixed in at like 70 to 90% on a regular basis to help increase my bench. That's how I do it. I also have a bench press video too in my shorts. If you go to my channel and go to Coach Chris playlist, there'll be 2 separate benching videos, actually 3 total, that'll give you tips on how to increase your bench and how to make sure you're benching perfectly, or as close to perfect as you can get. That's a good rep range, Jamie. Maybe some weighted dips, that would be my go-to. Weighted dips would be my go-to, Jamie. Where did MM go? After I called him out on his crap, he disappeared. Man, there's no good conversation anymore. What happened to the trolls that really stuck it out? What happened to our OG trolls that wanted to fight to the bitter end, all right? They'd make 12 accounts, 13, 14 accounts, all right? Just to come in and troll. What was his name? RPE. What happened to RPE, all right? The ones that were really dedicated to the craft. All right. The RPE nostalgia, right? The RPE nostalgia. I have in the past, Keith. Yeah, off and on. Off and on, I try different grips. My discs are doing just fine. I appreciate the attempt, though. I appreciate the attempt, Evan. That was really lightweight. That was really lightweight, actually. But I appreciate you being here and attempting to give tips. Best of luck to you. Nobody's yelling in the background. You might want to check your ears. Get a job too. Remember when Tom Platts? He's in the background of every video. I just didn't tell you guys. Whew. That sounds awful, Lion. So deloads can be helpful, right? That's okay, Tristan. My bench is like almost as heavy as my squat. So we're both there, right? We're both there. What was I talking about? Deload weeks. So deloads can go either direction. Deloads can be really, really good for some, and some people, they lose too much strength and they don't find it worth it. I don't like deloads. Like that 3-day weekend I just took, I would consider a deloading weekend. Not by choice, obviously. I mean, by choice, I went on vacation, but I would prefer not to deload. But, you know, short recovery from your deload, and then you get back on things. I prefer not to deload personally, but some people love it. How's it going? How's it going? I can't answer that question for you, Mitch. I personally take 15 grams a day, but that is not for everybody. Me personally, 15 grams of creatine a day. But as far as your personal consumption, I can't answer that. All right. But I've got good news and bad news, guys. Good news is we'll be back tomorrow. Bad news is it is time for me to go home and get some sleep. I'm going to try and stream earlier tomorrow. I don't do smelling salts. I don't recommend 1 gram of creatine per 1 pound of body weight. That sounds like a terrible amount of creatine. Number one, expensive. That sounds awful. I don't recommend that. But I will see you guys. I've seen the NO3. I don't personally use it. So, but we are making some changes to the channel, guys. I will outline those in the Discord, and I'll link the Discord again in the community post today. There's going to be a less streams, but there's going to be a lot more long form content, and I think you guys will like it. We're gonna start adding in some interesting stuff and give you guys some behind the scenes of what my life is like outside of the gym. And I think that will be fun for everybody. I feel like everybody's going to enjoy that. So I feel like everybody will enjoy that. Have a good one, Johnny. Yep. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for another stream. I will outline everything in the Discord, and we'll be starting that next week. So y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all being here as always.